So I'm just pulling into Reeth village now. This is a really popular walking destination. And my walk today is going to take me north out of Reeth along the Arkengarthdale. And then I'm going to kind of climb up onto the ridge and then follow it back, kind of heading southish. And then back into Reeth, hopefully, fingers crossed. So that should be about 6.5 miles. And it looks like a really nice day today, so hopefully this will be a good one. Yeah, so for anyone who's interested in the history, Reeth has been around since about 450 AD during the Saxon times. And the name Reeth apparently comes from the Germanic place by the stream, because obviously Reeth is by two shallow rivers. It was also important enough to be mentioned in the Domesday Book, and at its height this area was producing 10% of the entire country's lead. So there you go, short history lesson. So I'm just following Arkengarthdale along between these hills. So that's basically this valley that we're walking along now. And to the left we have Great Pinseat. You might just be able to see it on top of there. And to the right, down in this little wooded valley, is the Arkenbeck, which is where I'll be walking shortly. And I'm going to follow this all the way back along and then back into Reeth, which is back over there, and then I'm going to have a little wander around Reeth and maybe grab some artisan bread or something. So I was just doing some filming here and I put my guidebook down just while I was messing around, and then I went just over on top of there, forgetting that I put my guidebook there. Two people came past me. I thought, oh, my guidebook. Finished doing what I was doing and then came back and no guidebook. So I've just had to sprint after them and chase them down across a few fields. And then like, oh, have you seen it? And I'm like, oh yeah, well, we didn't know who it belonged to, so we decided to take it anyway. So fortunately I got it back, but yeah, never mind, it's all fun and games. So remember how I said I was walking through Arkengarthdale? So Dale is Danish for valley. So yeah, that's literally what I'm walking through, a valley. But as I've been going along, I keep looking to the right, and what I'm planned to do was to follow the river along, but I'm thinking the views from up there are going to be really nice. Whichever way you go from here, it's going to be a really steep climb, but I'm thinking that I might get some really nice views, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm on my way down to the bottom of the valley now, and then I'm going to start to climb up the other side. The wind has definitely picked up from this morning. So that is where I'm going, up there eventually. Hopefully get some really nice views over the landscape. It's going to be a bit of a climb. Can you see the way all the bank has fallen away with all these trees, probably during storms or something, or just maybe natural erosion, but they've all just collapsed. The whole thing has collapsed down into the river. See, I'll stand up, you see it all the way along. So this is where I start my ascent, going up that barely visible path there, and then up beyond those trees. So it's suddenly quite different from where it was before. It's now like a shaded dell. And the sun's really out, so it's nice and cool under the trees now. So I don't know how much you can hear because the wind is quite strong, but I'm about a third of the way up now, and I thought I'd share the view with you. So over that direction we have Langthwaite, and then the beck is kind of cutting through, so you can just see a little bit of it there. But if you follow it around where this line of trees are, that's where the beck or the river is. And then over here we have Reeth, where I started. So I've walked down the bottom of the valley basically, but then if I come back around this way, so straight ahead we've then got Great Pinseat, which is what I pointed out before. But it's quite an incredible view from up here. So you can just about make out the path running along the edge and up around this side, and that's where I'm going to. Still a little bit to go yet though. Those views are nice. So peaceful. So you get a nice view of the beck from here. You can just see the water now there. It's really nice. So I've just noticed this cave entrance, or maybe it's a mining entrance, in the side of the rock here. The actual path comes from down there and kind of goes over that way. But I saw it from over there, so I decided to kind of come this way and have a look at it.
There we go. So I've made it to the top. The wind's died down just for a second. So we've got Ripon in that direction, where I've just come from, which is Reeth over there. Great pin seat. And then over that way we've got Langwaith Moor. And then this is just a path now, which runs all along the top of these, well, this kind of cliff edge. I'm going to be heading in this direction now, and then I'll kind of cut down, back down into towards the river, which you can just see there, and then back into the village. And then I think it's time for a nice cold drink. But it's absolutely gorgeous day up here. I haven't seen anyone in a couple of hours now. So I'm just about to take this path now down, running into the back of Reeth. So I obviously started in Reeth and I've come along the river. And then I've come up the hill, beyond these crags here, and then walked all along the top to here. So I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 miles, not too far. And yeah, like I said, I'm going down here now, so yeah. I'm just working my way down the hillside now. Just come off that big main track and I'm just on a little grassy slope, and this will take me down back to the beck, to the river, and then I'll head left back into Reeth.
So that's where I was before. I've just come all the way down and I'm heading this way. I was just walking past this place. I'm on the road now, but how random is that Chinese police tank? What a thing to have in the middle of nowhere. How weird. So rather than walking down the main road into Reeth, I've decided to take the little back road, well, back, I was going to say back passage then, back path. Just see the church ahead. So this is Reeth. We're back. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that little bell so you get notifications of all my latest videos. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.